I'm getting some clippings in my boot.
So I'm gonna fill my needle. Watch out, kitty. We're gonna use a different needle this time from the other package. Ozzy wants to get another shot.
Hello everyone, this is Sylvia with Silver Pine Kiko goats. First off, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys some things that you will need to know to be able to do on your own farms at home, or even if you just have a few animals. I'm going to be trimming hooves, applying a shot vaccination to our cats, and also putting some ointment on a wound on one of the rabbits. So please follow along on this video, and I'm going to teach you how to do some of these basic things to be your own vet. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so yesterday I noticed that Dandelion, my little rabbit here, had a small wound on her foot, and I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to show you guys how to dress a wound. So you don't want to completely wrap up the limb in cotton or gauze or whatever, because then it doesn't bring that airflow to help the wound heal. You actually just want to put some antibiotic ointment on it and then let it heal over time. That's been the best method that's worked with us, and it usually has a pretty good outcome. So today that's what we're going to do. So it's her back right foot. Their pen used to be really muddy, and they would get mud on their feet, and it kind of dreadlocked the fur, and then she must have ripped out the fur or something, because I noticed the fur was ripped off and it was bleeding a little bit. So I'm just going to apply it to this cotton pad and then rub it on there. And again, this is triple antibiotic ointment. So you can probably find this at Costco or at many different stores. Let's see if she'll cooperate for me. It's okay, girl. I'm just gonna kind of rub it in, trying my best to get it under the fur, because she does have a lot of fur. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I want to get just the right amount. The cotton is kind of sticking to my fingers, and I'm not really able to get it through her fur very well. So you might want to clip up the area with some scissors before you apply the antibiotics. But I couldn't exactly find our scissors, so we're just going to give it our best shot with putting it on above the fur. Alright, why don't you let her go? And we'll see how she does this next couple days. We'll keep an eye on her, see how it's healing, and hopefully it'll go well. Alright, so today we're going to give the farm cats their yearly vaccinations for feline leukemia, and I'm going to show you guys how it's done. So I have my first needle for this cat, Fozzie, all loaded and ready to go. And so I'm going to show you guys how to give the vaccination and then how I'm going to fill the other needle. So first you want to pull their skin, scruff behind their neck, into a tent. He's really furry, so you might not be able to see this very well. Then you want to part the fur or clip it.
Alright, so I have the diluent and I'm going to add it to the dose in here. It's all dried up, so the diluent will help moisturize it. Once you add the diluent to the dose, shake it up really well, and it will dissolve into the actual liquid formula. Come here, kitty. Hi, Duchess. You're right on time. Come on. Hey, kitten. Alright. Oh no, my patient is running away from me. Alright, now I have the kitten. She does not want to be here, so she's being really crazy. But, so you want to make the skin into a tent, like I said before. And then you'll inject right into that tent of skin. Sorry, kitty. Alright, and then you rub the injection site. Poor kitty, she did really well. Both of them. They did a great job. So that's it for today for injecting your animals at home with their vaccinations. Alright, I've got Kiko on the stanchion, and we're going to start with her trimming hooves, and I've got my grain and alfalfa pellets that I'm just going to have her eating while I trim her hooves. Alright, so Kiko's usually the wildest when I'm trimming her hooves, so I'm going to do the best I can and we'll see how this goes. So you can see here her hooves are pretty overgrown. They haven't been trimmed in about 3 or 4 months. I'll get them trimmed up nice and good. And she'll be a lot more comfortable. When you're trimming, you want to get the hooves so that they're nice and level. You get all of that extra growth around the edges, and also you can clip off the tips a little bit. Kind of scrape out that dirt and you can have a guide and see where their hoof is coming out. You just don't want to cut too deep so that you cut into the quick where the blood flow is. Normally she's not this well-natured when I'm trimming her hooves because Kiko is definitely the craziest of the bunch. Yeah, her hooves they're pretty overgrown. So it's a good thing I'm trimming today. And I think that's pretty good for her. It doesn't need to be perfect because we're not going to a show or anything. But this is just what you need right there to have them nice and level on the bottom. They've never gotten this overgrown. I've heard that when they're pregnant, their feet grow a lot faster than when they're open. I don't know if you notice, I've got Luna in the background of the video, kind of out there browsing. I just let her out of the pen while I'm working on Kiko. so she doesn't try to eat Kiko's grain and disrupt us. Maybe she uses this foot to dig in the ground with. That could be the case. See, she's putting up a fuss a little bit. She does not like her hooves trimmed. Almost done, Kiko. Next, I'll get the buck. And I'm done with her, and then I will lure in Luna to do her hooves. It's kind of funny, but the goat that is the best at letting me trim their hooves is probably Santiago. From the beginning, the first time I trimmed his hooves, got up on the stand, no problem. Like I've been saying, Kiko is my hardest. Although she's not being as bad as she usually is today, which is great. If you have a goat that's really putting up a fuss, give him some hay, give him some grain. That'll help keep him occupied. Yeah, and I'd say that's good enough for that hoof. Now we're on to the last one. Hang on, girl. Almost done. Yeah, it's really surprising how fast their hooves can grow. And you want to keep them trimmed down really well, so that way their feet cannot get stuck in weird positions that could cause them long-term damage. And it will overall make it more comfortable for them to walk. See, you never want to leave them to get this long. Actually, this is a good example. There's Luna over there. Alright, go. Almost done. Just got a real tricky part in here. It's okay. Alright. That looks good enough for now. Perfect. Kiko's all done. I'm gonna go fetch the buck. Alright, you're done, girl. Alright, so Kiko's all done. She's trying to eat Luna's grain. But I'm gonna try and switch her places and stick her in the buck pen when I go get Santiago. Sorry, Kiko. You didn't like that. Alright. He knows what's coming. Look at him. Alright. There we go. That was harder than I meant it to be. You're okay, buddy. Get your back end on there. I want to save most of this for Luna. Technically, bucks and wethers aren't supposed to have a lot of grain because they can get urinary calculi or kidney stones. But I'm going to give him a little bit and he'll be just fine. Okay, I think that'll be his little bit. He doesn't want me to pour it in his container there. He just ate a little bit out. Sorry, bud. I'm just gonna do a quick little trim with his. Hopefully it'll be quick. As I said earlier, I'm not quite savvy with these clippers. There's Luna over there. Alright, so that's good enough. They're pretty flat there. I got some clippings on him. But yeah, he usually does pretty well on the stand, even without any grain. So I like that about him. He's a good-natured buck. And that's the kind that you want to have around. Hey, Luna. Sorry, girl, you can't have any grain yet. Not your turn. It's all right, bud. He's getting kind of antsy. I'm getting some clippings in my boot. Thank you for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for further videos coming up. I hope you enjoyed this one to kind of teach you how to do some different types of veterinary techniques, but they're very basic and simple that you can do on your own animals at home, and they're very helpful and useful to know. So please share this video with others. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, see you on my next video. Bye.